Have you heard the quote, "Good artists copy, but great artists steal"? It's by one of the most famous artists of all time, Pablo Picasso, and what he meant by that might be confusing at its surface, but we're going to dive into it. Welcome back, Elite Video Marketers. Today, we are talking all about how to properly steal ideas for your content without being accused of plagiarizing. There are already a million videos on the internet going in depth on the definitions of plagiarism versus creative inspiration, and we're not going to talk about that because it's been done, and that would be plagiarizing. What we are going to do is look at two different creators who have stolen ideas from existing pieces of media and implemented them into their own content. So my first example is Caleb Simpson, or the apartment guy.
You're Barbara from Shark Tank.
Yes, I am. You're the guy, the apartment guy.
I'm the guy.
Caleb is a New York City-based creator, and he has a series on TikTok where he goes up to people in New York City and asks them how much they pay for rent, and then promptly asks, "Can I see your apartment?" He tours apartments of all shapes and sizes, all price ranges, and it is thoroughly entertaining to see how other people live and the amount of space or lack thereof that you get for the money in New York City. And he's also actually expanded out to places like LA, Miami, and has hinted at tackling other cities in the future. The whole premise of this series is right in Caleb's bio on TikTok. It is the modern day version of MTV Cribs. And the payoff you get from consuming Caleb's content is very similar to the payoff you got when watching Cribs. You get a peek into someone else's lifestyle. And while some of the tours that Caleb does on his channel are a little bit more glitzy, glamorous, not quite as accessible, a lot of them are really relatable. And that's also fun because you get to see how people are decorating their space and how you could also decorate your space. I love Caleb's TikToks, and I think he used the MTV Cribs model in a super effective way. He modernized it, he made it more accessible, and it's content that's very easily bingeable. You want to dive deeper and deeper into his page and watch every single home tour he's ever done. The second example is Alex Lieberman's 60-Second Startup series. Alex is the co-founder of The Morning Brew, one of the nation's most popular business newsletters, and since founding The Brew, he has also started in the content game himself. He has been on several podcasts and is now focusing more heavily onto this new series, 60-Second Startup. Alex has come out and said that he wants this to be the modern day Shark Tank.
You're Barbara from Shark Tank.
Yes, I am.
I'm Alex Lieberman, and this is 60 Second Startup. The rules are simple. We set the clock at 60. I ask an entrepreneur questions, and then you decide if you would invest in their business.
Like Shark Tank, entrepreneurs get a limited amount of time to pitch their business, their innovation, their idea, and are peppered with questions by the sharks. In this case, Alex himself is the host of the show and is the single shark. Unlike Shark Tank, the entrepreneurs on 60 Second Startup aren't asking for funding or investment from Alex, but he's actually looking to change that. He's been very active on his social media recently, saying that he is interested in having VCs and investors participate in the show, which would be a huge game changer for anyone who actually snags an appearance on 60 Second Startup. What's interesting about both Alex and Caleb is they understood the elements that made the previous shows that they modeled their content after successful. They just took those exact elements and niched them down a little bit more and ultimately shortened them down a lot more. When you go on Shark Tank, you're in front of the sharks for an hour or two pitching your product and your business, but on 60 Second Startup, you have a very clear time limit. It's so much more fast-paced, it's way more engaging, and I wouldn't be surprised that if in the next couple of months, if Alex sees some growth with 60 Second Startup, that these businesses that go on the show start to experience a little bit of what was known as the Shark Tank effect, where products would be sold out overnight as soon as an episode aired. These are just two examples of how content creators have successfully stolen ideas from existing pieces of media and modernized them. But ultimately, this is 2023. Is anything actually original? I'm tempted to say no. I think that aside from direct copying word from word things that people say, it's really hard to come across a purely original idea in this day and age. And especially now with AI, where the entire internet is being scoured for source materials to make something new and original, the lines between plagiarism and creative inspiration are becoming even more blurred. But it's very clear that if you steal correctly and are adept enough at content creation to understand what makes an idea successful, you will see huge returns from that on your own channels. And my heat just kicked on. Okay. I hope you found this valuable. If you can't get enough of the elite video marketing content, I publish a newsletter that drops every single Friday. I go way more in depth on specific ideas regarding video production. And if you found this video helpful, I am absolutely certain you will gain a lot from that newsletter. You can sign up here, and I will also have a link in the description for you. I hope you have an elite rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next episode.